Hey, Jonathan here. In this video I want to talk about a question that I recently got in my email, and the question was, what are the best workouts for parkour and also for cutting down any extra weight that's holding me back? And this is a great question, and it's good that you have a goal set, because the big thing at first when we're thinking about picking out workouts and a workout routine is knowing the goals that we want, because the goals that we want are going to really make the big difference in what we choose for our workouts. So if you want to be a bodybuilder type and you want to just, your main focus is building big sculpted muscles, then your workout routine is going to be a lot different than if you're wanting to be an athlete and you're wanting to pick workouts that are good for parkour and becoming more functional and having efficient muscle. So you want to become a parkour athlete and cut down extra weight. So the workouts that we're going to choose aren't going to be things like the conventional style workouts. So you're not going to be going to a gym and just working on lifting heavy weights and things like this. And here's why: because when we're just doing heavy weights, especially if we're just using like 1 to 2 joints, then we're not building coordination, and we're also, you're building some coordination but very little, and you're not building full body efficient strength, and you're also not building or cutting down the extra fat that you have as efficiently. You will see some losses in weight and fat, but it's not going to be near as much as if you were doing full body workouts. And here's why: because when we're doing full body workouts, we're burning a lot more calories, and that's because we're having to transfer blood to different muscle groups. We're having to consume more oxygen to supply these different muscles, and we're also using more muscles, which burns more calories as well. So you have 3 things that are going to help you burn more fat and calories by using full body workouts than if you're just doing short one joint movements, such as like a curl or something like that. So for you want to focus on doing full body movements. And also what this is going to do, it's going to build coordination. And basically coordination is just built by routine and practice. So again, if you were doing what we talked about before, if you're just lifting a single weight, you're only building the coordination in those muscle groups. Whereas if you're doing full body movements, you're going to be building coordination throughout the whole body, because you're having to move and coordinate all these muscle groups together. So that's a big thing that you want to think about when you're planning the workouts you're going to be using. You want to incorporate full body exercises, and also for building coordination, and also for burning calories and extra fat. So here I'm going to give you a few exercises that you can do just to start off with, because once you're getting started, since you're a beginner, you want to focus on just body weight exercises. That way you don't have to worry about getting injured and things like this. And also we want to put these in circuits. And the reason why we do that is because it's going to allow you to burn more calories a lot quicker. So instead of doing a workout for an hour, you can do it in 30 to 15 minutes, and you're going to see even better results. So here's a few exercises you can mix together. These are great for parkour, great for building coordination for the whole body, and for burning fat. So what we're going to do is, the first one is going to be QM, quadrupolar movement. If you watch our videos, you've probably seen this one before. And all we're going to do is do reciprocating motion. So that means the opposites are going to move at the same time. So as we lift our right hand, we're going to lift our left leg and move back and forth. Now if this is too hard at first, you can drop down to the knees and just work on basic coordination at first, and then work on crawling, and then advance up to where you're moving like this. So that will be the first exercise. The second exercise, we're going to move to the opposites. So instead of doing QM like so, we're going to move to a crab, which is basically, it's QM, but it's the different sides. So we're going in reverse. And what we're going to do is we're going to plant our hands down, fingers facing away from us or in front of us, and we're going to do the same thing. So again, a reciprocating motion, that means the opposites again. So we go here, and we're going to walk forward, walk back, and if that's too much, you can sit down, just work on the basic coordination of going here, and then if you have to, until you can gradually go through the full movement. Then from that, we're going to go into a third world squat. So that means we're going to put our legs about a little bit wider than hip width apart. And we're gonna just go all the way down. The third row squats, we're gonna go all the way down. So we're not gonna stop here. We're gonna go as low as we can go. Ideally, you wanna have where your hamstrings hit your calves, and then come back up. Now, if you start to fall backwards, which might happen if we don't have the mobility yet, then just go as low as you can go and come back up. And if you wanna make it a little bit harder, you can do the third row squat and jump up. That'll help get that extra coordination, explosive power. And then we're gonna move into an upper body workout, just a basic push-up. So we're gonna be right here, and we're gonna go down and up. We're gonna keep our shoulders in. We're not gonna go too far out. This is gonna work more of the triceps, but it's also gonna help with our form when we're doing for parkour, because usually we're going to be stacking our joints for a lot of movements. So here. Alright, and then we're going to go into another exercise. It's going to be the split leg squat. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands on our head. Actually, you know what? For better coordination, what we're going to do, instead of putting the hands on the head, we're going to do a reciprocating motion with it. So as we go down, hands are going to be like this. We're going to jump up, explode up, and switch. Now we don't want our knee to slam into the ground. Just go right before you're about to hit and explode up and switch. Alright, then after that we're going to go into a butt scoot. This is one I picked up from Yamakasi, and basically all we're going to do is scoot on the ground. We're going to have our hands a little bit in front of our hips, fingers facing forward, and the idea is to lift up, lift your hips off the ground, and scoot forward. We'll go forward and back. Now if that's too hard, we're going to put both feet or both heels on the ground, use those for assistance. Once we do that, we want to switch to just one leg to make it a little bit harder. So here. You want to do that until you can do it with your legs out. Now if you want to have it even more advanced, we can kick with it. Like so. Building extra coordination, using extra muscles. Then that will be it. Those are all the exercises I want you to focus on right now. It's just a short little circuit you can do. Do each of those exercises for 30 seconds and you go continuously back to back. Once you finish all those exercises, that's one round. Try to do 3 rounds continuously without stopping. So use those exercises that will help build your coordination and also cut down that fat for parkour.